Okay, good morning everybody. It is Saturday the 24th of September 2022 and I'm over in Stanley Park to do my weekend video of the Anfield Road Stand developments with the voiceover, where I address some of your questions, some of your points, and see what we can do to help out to look at the areas you're questioning. Excuse me. So I'll turn you around to have a quick look at it. There you go, you can probably hear there they've started work already, so all the birds have took off as soon as that's happened. So let's have a look. So first one we're going to look at is John Redhead. Quality work again, Mr. Drone. I really look forward to the weekend voiceovers. Could you please place the drone as low as possible at the cop end to get an idea of the size of the new Anfield Road end from the cop? Also, could you show where you are controlling the drone from, which is something I've always wondered. Great work, mate. So yeah, I can do that, John. I'll probably have to take a walk up round across the main stand to get me drone low because of the signal blocking from this end, from the park. Yeah, I'll do that though. The next one, Colin Worthington. Excellent as always, Mr. Drone, with your weekly commentary and trying to address the questions put to you in a considerate and helpful way. Many thanks for that. No problem, Colin. Thanks for your comments. My question is, from what you can now see of the Anfield Road construction height, from the steels in place, how much lower will the final construction be than the main stand? I ask because the artist impressions we've all seen seem to show a continuation of the main stand and Anfield Road end stands at the same height, but maybe that's an optical illusion, and in fact the Anfield Road is going to be lower. Keep up the good work, very interesting. Yeah, I'll definitely have a look. That could tie in with John Redhead's as well, so from the cop we'll have a look at that, Colin. Okay. Same but difference. I love that name. That's like something off The Interview, isn't it? That film, I think. Anyway, do you think they could lower the pitch and maybe build towers in the corners of the cop? They could be more vertical seating or private boxes. There's been a reply saying you could only do that if there was a lot of space between the stands and the pitch. There's no possibility of that at Anfield. It works well at grounds with running tracks like the Etihad. Yeah, I'll have a look at that. Same, but yeah, I agree with Graham, and we'll show you why while we're up in the air. Next, Goodbye Planet. Can somebody tell me why seats on the main stand from the air looking like they're different coloured? And there's been a reply from Mark, seat colours faded due to more exposure to the sun. Yes, but we'll have a look at that. Goodbye. And then we've got Michael Ball. Please, Mr. Drone, can you please ask someone about Kenny Dalglish stand? I thought they built it to have a third tier on top of existing stand. Please find out, please. Thank you, Mike, from Rhonda. Keep up the good work. Guys, anybody can help Mike out with that. Can you let him know about them building the Kenny Dalglish stand to put a third tier in? Anybody's got any clue, any info on that? Let them know. Goodness me, I've done a lot here, haven't I? And then we've got Darren Phillipson. Do you ever worry the drone will lose power and fall on the pitch or even on top of a roof? If I flew a drone, I would be constantly worried. I'll have a look at that. Guys, that's took me 3.5 minutes to read them out. Let's get up in the air and start having a look at them. Okay guys, so we're going to get straight up in the air. And what I'm going to do first of all, I am going to address the first question that was from, from John Redhead. So the first part I'm going to cover, John. So you said quality work again, look forward to the weekend voiceovers. Please place the drones, those possibly with the cop ends, get an idea of the size of the new Anfield Road and from the cop. Yeah, I'm going to do that now. But you've also said, could you show where you're controlling the drone from, which is something I've always wondered. Okay, John, so let me take you back. Let's go back. So first and foremost, no, I'm zooming in there, sorry, I'm meant to be going down. You will see me there. That's me by the lamppost waving, and so I'm standing. This is where I take off from. Okay, you see Anfield right behind me, and then what I always tend to do is then walk across the field over this way to, I'll end up over at the back of the Anfield Road Stand. So if I keep walking up past that tree line there, go straight across the path, and I'll end up at the back of the trees up there. Okay, John, so I'll always be at the back of the Anfield Road stand somewhere. Okay, so I hope that answers that question. But now, John, because you've asked, could you place the drone as low as possible at the cop end to get an idea of the size of the new Anfield Road end from the cop, I will need to take a walk right up there, past the, let's go higher. I'm going to take a walk up there, past the main stand, because what will happen is, because of the size of the structure and how close I am, you will get signal interference if I try and kind of go low behind the low over the cop, you see. So I'm going to take a walk up there now, and I think when I get to that, tell you what, there's no need to do that while I'm talking, is there? We'll just have a look at that. Just have a little look at it. So whilst I'm going to cover this question regarding the getting as low as I can over the cop to get an idea of the size of the new Anfield Road end from the cop, this will also address Colin Worthington's question, which I'll put up now as well, which says, if you look to the second paragraph, my question is, from what you can see now of the Anfield Road construction height, from the steels in place, how much lower will the final construction be than the main stand? I ask because the artist's impressions we've all seen seem to show a continuation of the main stand and Anfield Road end stands at the same height, but maybe that's an optical illusion, and in fact Anfield's going to be much lower. So this should answer your question as well, Colin. We'll get up there and have a look at it right now. Okay, so yeah, I'm taking a walk, so whilst I'm taking a walk and I move my drone into place, I will also address this one whilst we're taking a walk up to by the cop, which is Darren Phillipson. Do you ever worry the drone will lose power and fall onto the pitch or even on top of a roof? If I flew a drone, I would be constantly worried. So, Darren, no, that doesn't worry me. And the reason why, let's just move around. The reason why is the drones I fly, the DJI drones, are very safe, and what they do, they're very smart, and they'll know what battery power they have that they need to return to home. So for example, if I'm up in the air and my drone is losing battery, say it's coming down to 5 minutes, it will start telling me it needs to come home, providing it's 5 minutes away. If the drone was, say, 10 minutes away, it would know that, and at 10 minutes it would start saying I need to come home. It would start flashing at me and beeping, saying it needs to come home. It would then start trying to return to home on its own, and return to home is the exact place where it took off from. It will try and return to. If it gets to a point where it has no battery, say it was up here now, say you can see on the screen where I am, say I've lost signal there, it will get back when I get to it, but say it's on the, it's exactly where it is now. It loses, it's got no battery. What it will do, it will just start lowering itself safely. So it will start doing a kind of a emergency landing, but that it will lower itself safely. So it will never just run out of battery in the air till it runs down to zero and then just drop out the sky. It will always know what it needs to lower itself safely, and it will just lower. And it could be no matter where it is. You know, it could land on a building, it could land in water if you're over water and you lose it. And again, it could land, you know, if it lands on top of Anfield, you lose it. But you know, that's what it'll do. It won't just drop out and like it's somebody on the head or anything like that. Okay, so I hope that answers that question. I did mention the return to home aspect as well, didn't I? So if you lose signal like I did then, so if there's buildings in the way or you get signal interference and it loses signal, the drone will, so my screen might go black, but the drone will it'll fly up. I've set mine to 120 meters, which is the maximum it can go to, and it will fly home. It'll fly to where I took off. So where I showed you the path before, where I took off from, I just go and stand there and wait there. The drone will come home. Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Darren, and anybody else that was wondering. So here we are. I'm going to go as low as I can here. Let's see if I can answer your question. I need to probably cross over the road here. I'm 70 meters off at the moment. So let me take a zoom there. So there you go. What a great question that is, because if you look from this angle, you can see that the roof is actually much lower than the main stand. So John and Colin, you can see really there that it's much lower. God, it's busy around here. We go lower for you. Just getting across this busy road, guys. Tell you what, you made me do a walk here. So in my opinion there, gonna come even lower. Do you know, I don't know actually, because that's the roof trusses that we're seeing there on the Anfield Road Stand at the very end, right in front, probably do go, because the roof's going to go on top of that, isn't it? So it probably does go in line, you know. What are we all thinking? I think that goes in line with it, personally. Let me zoom out to get a better quality picture. Yeah, personally, I think that's in line. I'm just going to take a picture. There, going in closer there. You know, I think that is in line as the illustrations show. Go up there, just take it up, because I'm going to take. Right, I'm going to take a walk back round and get back into to position, guys. Okay, give me 1 sec. Right, okay, guys. So I've moved back round here just to show the Anfield Road Stand, because that's what the main, you know, part of the channel and video is about. So what we're gonna do now is I'm going to address same but different. Do you think they could lower the pitch and maybe build towers in the corners of the cop? They could be more vertical seating or private boxes. Graham Bramwood has replied, you could only do that if there was a lot of space between the stands and the pitch. There's no possibility of that at Anfield. It works well at grounds with running tracks like the Etihad. So thanks very much for that. Same. And Graham, thanks for the reply. It is a good question, but I do know and you know what Graham means and agree with it entirely. So if we take a look here, and I'll move in closer too, that pitch, same, is literally it's right on the bottom of the stands and the seating. So if they move the pitch down, it's like the people at kind of row A there are going to be like looking like vertically down, aren't they? You know, literally looking right down on a pitch. It would be, you know, they'd be looking like, let's get over there. I'm just going to show you what they'd be looking like. they would be watching something like that. That's how they'd be looking at it. So no, like Graham said, and I completely agree with that. That won't be possible at Anfield. Good question, but in my opinion, it won't be possible. Completely agree with Graham there. It just won't be possible. I'm just moving back here to take a get a good shot of the Anfield Road Stand. Right, I'm kind of back in the position that I like to be in here. So we're going to now go to Goodbye Planet. Can somebody tell me why seats, he means, on the main stand from the air are looking like they're different colour? Let's go see the red where it says LFC, that's the cop. Moving round to look at the main stand. Absolutely right. I know you're right as well, because I've noticed this myself. Right, so you'll see there, as the sun moves round, it just blasts those seats all day. And yeah, they just fade in the sun. As there's been a response already to that from Mark. Seat colour has faded to being more exposed to the sun on them. Yeah, it's simply that. I do know they do sometimes, you know, I think paint them, or somebody said they fire blast them sometimes or something, or heat blast them, as that causes them to go back red. I did see that comment, but yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, anyway, I'd have thought they really, you know, they will at some point paint them surely, or do something about them, because they are really faded, aren't they? You can see it's that bottom section of the main stand. Right, we're going to move on to, just while we're there, we're there hovering over the Anfield Road Stand, having a good look at it. Loads of works there. Michael Bull, please, Mr. Drone, can you please ask someone about the Kenny Dalglish stand? I thought they built it to have a third tier on top of existing stand. Please find out. Thank you, Mike. Anybody? I don't know. Let's move round and take a look at Kenny Dalglish from this angle. You know what I've realised? That a lot of this, so the first questions were about the new Anfield Road Stand and how big it'll be. After that, we haven't the other ones haven't really been about that, have they? Okay, so the Kenny Dalglish stand is there to the left, what you're looking at. Can they add a third tier to that? Was it built to add a third tier? I don't know. Can anybody help Michael out with that, please? Anybody? Does anybody know about the planning for that? Was that in the plans? If anybody knows, please drop a comment below. Be grateful. So Michael, right, let's have a look. Do you know what? That's it. That was it. I thought I had another one there. There we go, guys. So what have we looked at? We've looked at the, let me come down a bit here for you. We have looked at the, I don't even know how long this video's gone on for. Sorry, I'm coming out of one bit to my left there because I'm also trying to hold my phone. There we go. Okay, so we've looked at the size of the Anfield Road Stand in comparison with the main stand. Even from looking from here, so I went over the cop and had a look, but even from looking from here, I think maybe it's a bit smaller. The illustrations do show it like a continuation. I agree with that, but I think I think it looks around about the same. I don't think there's going to be too much difference in it. Then after that, so that was for John and Colin. After that, same but different. Do you know if they could lower the pitch? We really don't think so. Same because of the reasons why Graham put. Really good answer, good question, good answer. Yeah, if they lowered that pitch, the people on the bottom rows of the seat are literally going to be like looking down, almost like watching like a game of squash or something. Do you know what I mean? Where you you stand above it and look down on it. So we don't think that's possible. Goodbye Planet, can somebody tell me why the seats on the main stand from the air look like they're a different colour? Well, because they are. Goodbye Planet, because the sun's faded them. I'm sure Liverpool will have plans to sort that out at some point, maybe in the November break for the World Cup. They're going to do that as well. I'm not sure, but they definitely do. It happens in loads of grounds that with the fading, because it's open to the elements, isn't it? Michael Bull asked a question which I've asked you to answer. Anybody know about the third tier plans on the Sir Kenny Dalglish stand? If anybody knows the answer, please let us know. And Darren Phillipson worrying, do I ever worry about the drone dropping out the sky? I addressed that. No, I don't, because it's got all its safety in it. In fact, it's just flashed up right now telling me I need to bring it down. So guys, I hope I addressed some of those points. One thing I noticed, I didn't realise when I was taking those questions and setting them out, we didn't actually really look at the Anfield Road Stand that much, and that's what this channel and these videos meant to be about. So there it is, guys. As you know, I come over on Wednesdays and go all around that. We had a look at it from the cop on a few different angles whilst I was flying over there, but yeah, wasn't really based on the Anfield Road Stand today, was it? A lot of it. So apologies for that, guys. I'm going to get the drone down now, because as it's telling me I've got 4 minutes left, and it's saying aircraft battery level low, return to home promptly. So that's what happens, Darren. You see, and what will happen now is if I don't, it'll all of a sudden tell me that it's landed. Okay, so guys, I'm going to get the drone in and finish this video up. There you go, it's telling me. Darren, giving you all the info here, aren't I? That's what happens. This is it. So it flashes up telling me it needs to come home. Now it's giving me noise telling me it's going to come home, and in about a minute it'll say, right, I'm landing. Okay guys, so there you go. That was my weekend video and voiceover of the Anfield Road Stand developments. Although, sorry, I'm climbing over there. You made me do some walking today, especially what was it? I think it was Gary and Colin walking up to the cop end. But I've come up here, so this is where I finished. Well, Gary, you'll see, and you'll normally finish there, but I've come up here because I've just spotted from over the fence. I've just spotted something new. Look at this, what somebody's done. I'm certain this is new. This is as in mural walls. This is absolutely outstanding. They've left a bit of the fence down there. Liverpool fans have got to love that. There's more down there, there's more down towards the Kenny Dalglish end. Let's have a look. It's really good. That mural walls, I think they've just done one for Klopp, so yeah, we'll have a look at that at some point as well. Let's just have a look down here what we've got. So yeah, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that one and all the little bits and bobs, right guys? All the little bits and bobs that I covered there. Like I said before, it wasn't loads on the Anfield Road Stand, but you're asking the questions, I'll cover them. Look at this. I'm going to take some pictures of this before I leave. Brilliant, that, isn't it? That's a good artist. Guys, please like, share, subscribe. This video is probably dead long again, although somebody commented saying don't apologise for long videos, we all like long videos. I hope that's the case, because these do end up being long. Please like, share, subscribe. Please keep watching, subscribing, commenting. Give me comments, guys. What would you like to see? What's your questions? Drop them down below. I will get to them. I have to say, whilst I was actually up in the air, I had a message from Mandy saying, could I give a big birthday shout out to Gareth Parry? It's his birthday on Wednesday the 28th. He watches every Sunday over Anfield. So Gareth Parry, happy birthday, mate. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks for your support. I hope you have a good day. Hope you have a really good birthday. Guys, that's it. If you want to buy me a beer, you can do so here. I'm going to wrap this up right now. Take it easy, everyone. Bye now.